all platforms for sure. I don't know what was happening, but Rumble Studio was just like not fucking working. Like and Rumble Studio is basically um the server you use to like stream stuff, or the server I use to stream like to YouTube, to Rumble, to X. So for some reason it was just like not letting me like get in there. I think it's because I got a thunderstorm going on right now in the back for where I'm at right now. So maybe that's why it was preventing me from getting into Rumble Studio. And if this happens to cut off on the live, it's probably because my Wi-Fi went out because of the thunderstorm. But yeah, for some reason I couldn't get into the stream for like, so I was trying to figure that out for like the past 20 minutes. That's why I just started 6 like normal. But anyway, we in this bitch worked around it. Rumble Studio's working now. Hopefully it continues to work. But I probably should figure out how YouTube works streaming wise, just in case if Rumble Studio doesn't work and I need to stream somewhere else or go live somewhere else and still do the shit that I want to do, then I'll have YouTube up. And which is why y'all should follow my YouTube to make sure, like, just in case the live fucking breaks on Rumble or Rumble's Studio doesn't work, we could just go straight to YouTube. But anywho, we still back on the Tate and Bonnie Blue interview, so we're gonna keep cooking through that shit. I'm gonna keep giving my little monologues through that shit. We're still only about 30 minutes in out of 2 fucking hours, but I'm gonna let it cook a lot more and then just kind of give bigger monologues in between rather than the little let me stop here, let me stop there, because then it's gonna be really taking forever. It's gonna go all the way to like part 9. And it's like, damn, nigga, you gonna go through the entire thing that fucking long? Well, let me actually make sure to add live chat on the stream so I can see y'all niggas when y'all speak. Donation banner, all that good shit. Okay, so let's share this tab. That should be boom right there. Now we can cook, and I gotta always make sure to keep coming back so I can see the chat here until I get a better monitor. I also did see last stream my shit was still kind of lagging, so yeah. I mean, anyway, we saving up the bread right now so we can get a stronger PC or whatever the processor shit is. Man, you nerds know what I'm talking about, but the little processor thing, so like the stream doesn't lag as much. So, and even probably a better camera later too. I mean, I think you guys see me pretty well, but I was seeing the on the playback of the stream, the quality wasn't as high. So I'm gonna check that shit out later. All right. So yeah. So we were 45 minutes in, but like still got like about well less than 2 hours. But yeah, I get the point. Yeah, like that's fucking wild. Because obviously, once you get to a point in your life, once you have resources, I mean, once again, Tate's like 38. So it's like for him, it's like, bruh, I'm in the business of having babies now. For me at 24, fuck no, bruh. I ain't with none of that, bruh. Everything, no kids, no nothing. Now it's strictly for practice and training. So I get good at this shit. Now it's not for like, okay, I care about children. Later, I'd be in the same boat. I'm like, why am I doing this unless I'm getting a kid out of that? Because that's like, okay, bro, I want to have my kids now. But right now, in your early 20s, bad fucking idea. When you're young, as he said, that's when it's like, okay, who gives a fuck? But like when you're older, bro, you're in your 30s. At that point, it's like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? At this point, you gotta be thinking about like kids now. It's not gonna be a point where you're just smashing just to smash, bro. And probably at that point too, like if you're already rich and famous and important, bro, there's way more fun shit to do. There's so many hoes around that it's like it's not even fun to smash, just fun. If you're going to get a kid out of it, it's a lot more. There's a long term investment out of that instead of just this hoe, that hoe, this hoe, that hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
No, let me explain.
We're gonna run out of beans.
No, let me explain. This is
Bro,
feminism.
I just realized I wasn't even in Prezi mode saying everything. I mean, at least y'all can hear. At least y'all can hear. I just realized I wasn't even fucking in Prezi mode, bro. That's fucking
let
wild.
us here, and we voted to let in all these migrants, and all these migrants turn up and rape the state. Look, I've got hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
If I got a woman pregnant and she annoyed me, I'd say, yeah, call the council. Fuck you. Let's just rape the state like everyone else does.
Mhm.
I'm brown enough. I'm black enough. I can do it. Put her in Marsh Farm, Luton, where I'm from. Be fine.
You wouldn't do that.
Who gives a fuck?
You wouldn't do
Who
that.
but that's your
cares?
kid.
She better text me respectfully. She can be rich. If she texts me beef, I'll be like, call the council, get a council house, whatever. Let's have kids. Let's just all live off the government. This is
why it's important to get fuck you money so you can do whatever you want. This is why getting rich is so important, guys. So like, because a lot of issues, it's like, if you give yourself more problems now, monologue time, even though it's only been like a little bit in. Okay. If you have all your issues up front, if you're very stressed at a young age, trying to get rich, trying to make money, trying to take risks, and this, that, and the third, you're fronting all of the BS you would deal with if you're reaching your 30s and you're an average man making an average income. Understand? Like, you would have to deal with a lot of BS when you don't have just fuck you money. Like, when you're rich, it's just like, okay, that gets taken care of, that gets taken care of. Because you've always heard the quote where it's like, okay, money doesn't buy happiness. But the thing is, money solves a lot of dumbass problems. Like, when you don't have money, you have dumb problems. You have stupid problems. Like, once you have money and money takes care of many of your problems, it's kind of like the happiness thing is a complicated thing. I mean, men shouldn't even be happy. If you're a man and you're pursuing happiness, that's fucking stupid. We're not built to be happy. We're built to grind. We're at our best when we have a purpose that we are dying and fighting for. That's when we're at our best. When men don't have those things, they fall towards pleasure. They become degenerates. In my last stream before, I was talking about, like, when a man can't speak the truth about things. It's like, you know, when niggas usually get famous in the entertainment type industries, whether it's athletics or you're an actress or you're a music artist, you're kind of prevented from saying whatever the fuck you want and speaking the truth because you're owned. You have handlers who are normally Jews, but you have handlers on your hands. And because you have these handlers, you can't speak the truth about a lot of things. And when you can't speak the truth about a lot of things, the only other thing you could really be doing is being a fucking degenerate. Because you can't talk about serious topics. All you can do is make your music, be an athlete or whatever. You can't really talk about anything serious or your handlers will get mad at you. So the only other thing you can really do and express yourself with is your sexuality and being a fucking degenerate. You know what I'm saying? That's also why making money in those kind of industries is kind of like fucked, because it's like, okay, you can make a lot of money as an entertainer, but you're not really going to be able to say whatever the fuck you want to, which is also fucking annoying. But back to the main point is, you want to make a lot of money so you don't have to deal with a lot of bullshit problems. You can now you have the opportunity to solve the more complicated problems, but you don't want to deal with bullshit at first. Like, when you don't have fuck you money, now you have to be sitting here and be listening to women like nag you and shit. Who fucking wants that? That's fucking stupid. Right? You should be upfronting all of this. This is why you should be spending all your 20s grinding. Like, this is all you should be thinking about. This is all you should be fucking doing, because you're saving yourself so in your 30s you don't have to put up with bullshit problems. You can solve more interesting and complex and fun and fulfilling problems rather than having to listen to a bitch nag you because you got her pregnant and now you have a kid and you don't really have money, so now you actually have to focus on her or she's going to drag you to the courts or whatever the fuck else. You know what I'm saying? It's important to get rich, right? Or to spend as much time as possible in your early 20s doing whatever it takes to get rich. So,
feminism. Because you don't live off the government if you have a husband. They don't want husbands. And they don't want husbands. Women want to get married, but they don't want husbands. They want to get married like Sex in the City style. You know, like you fuck a million men, then you get married to some really rich guy who lets you do whatever you want. Then you have an affair with the gardener, and then you spend all his money, and then somehow you're still the victim. That's the kind of marriage they want.
That's
they
most
don't
women's
want
dream.
That's right. They don't actually want to be wives, because wives are obedient and wives are quiet and wives listen. All women say this. I want to marry you. I want to marry you. Wait till you're in an argument with them and read their messages and go, this is why I will never marry you. This is why I will never marry you. I read their messages and they don't realize that they've ruined their chance forever. I cannot marry you because of how you talk. A wife doesn't do this. I told you to be quiet 3 times.
This is also why vetting is so important for any relationship. This is literally why. Because women will never show you who they really are at the very beginning of anything. Because it's like the honeymoon phase. Like, you guys are first meeting each other. The sex is cool. Everything is great at the very beginning because it's new. It's fresh. So nobody's really showing their demons in the closet yet, especially women. Bitches love doing this because women love selling purity, right? They low key know them being a whore, makes guys not fuck with them. So they hide that shit at the beginning. You think they're pure, you think everything is great or whatever. Well, after 6 months of dealing with her, that's when the skeletons start coming out of the closet. Be like, oh yeah, I did fuck like two guys on that one boat one time right before I started talking to you. I have been in a gangbang before. I low key strip on the side. Ooh, I had an OnlyFans that I made like 100K from, but I deleted that shit. Like that's when the wild shit starts coming out. Or oh no, I really want a relationship, but as Andrew just said here, oh, all of a sudden, the minute the first argument comes out of about whatever situation, she's really fucking annoying about it. She's insufferable about it. She likes to talk back. She likes to be fucking annoying. This is why vetting is so important because women will hide who they are. Never trust what they say, trust what they do. And the thing is, you can never really hide the truth about yourself. I'm telling you, you can never really hide the truth about yourself. This is also why something I actually put in one of my recent YouTube videos why a lot of the dating coaches would be mad at me. I believe on any first date with a girl, you should be more than okay, you should be more than okay with talking about politics. You actually should openly say that shit. You should openly say what your political opinions are. You should be saying like, oh nah, niggers are violent, Jews are running our country, all the immigrants gotta fucking go. I'm a nationalist, I'm a Nazi, whatever it is. You gotta be saying all that shit from the beginning. It's good for her to just know who you already are because if you think you're going to hide what you really think about things from her, eventually she's going to find out because you are who you are at the end of the day. You can't hide who you are. Eventually you're going to slip up and she's going to find out and it's going to start everything's going to start crashing and burning. Just be who you are right from the beginning, from your end. Just be women will never do this. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying this for you as a man. Like you should be standing 10 toes down in who you are immediately. People should already know who you are up front, right? That's a masculinity thing. That's who we are. That's all right. That's us earning our independence to be able to just sit. I don't give a fuck. This is who I am. Either take it or leave it. That's how you should always be. Because not only is this good for you, but it's also good for her. This is my whole thing. Like you don't even want to be with a woman that is not going to get in line with whatever your political views are. Like that's a very quick way for you to wait 6 months or to have a horrible relationship if you guys view the world in two completely different ways. This is why you should be upfront about all this shit at the beginning. But Ollie, I want to get laid. Well, do you care more about getting laid than actually being who you are? Is the question. And if you niggas are willing to sell your souls for pussy, you're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid. Super dumb. So no, be who you are from the very beginning. Vet a chick for a while or vet a chick for at least 6 months so you can figure out really who she is. Because the skeletons are going to come out of the closet and she's going to show you who she is. Do not listen to what she says. Look at what she does. So yeah. I just accidentally hit the refresh button on the stream, bro. What the fuck? Hopefully I didn't break nothing, bro. Hold on. Oh, now I have to reshare my screen. Hold on, y'all. Hey man, we learn something new every stream, bro. You learn something new every day. That's what happens when you refresh the stream while you're trying to stream.
What you
And
can
here
do is
you are.
go and get on that naughty corner.
That's right.
That naughty
So
step.
women don't want to be wives. They want to just get married, which means that the whole familiar structure is broken. Once the family structure is broken, who has to take the place? Government. Think about this. In Romania, we have no mental health care. Why are there no mental people or out in the streets? Family. We have no forced child support. Why are women not starving to death? Family. We have no disability care. Why are people not sitting on the streets with no legs? Family. Family does so much work. In the West,
This is such facts. This is why like the nuclear family is everything. All the criminals that run around the United States are almost always come from broken homes. Because when you don't have the masculine and the feminine energy in one place to raise a child, the child's gonna be fucked. If you don't have the feminine energy, I mean, even though I ain't gonna lie, single dads are better than single moms though. Like men are way because men we're the ones who actually lay down the law for children. We teach children about the world. We teach children about the consequences of the world. We teach them very quickly about how what was I gonna say here? We basically teach children as men about the consequences of the world. So we basically teach them how to think before they act. Because we're the ones who lay down the law. We're the ones who punish children when they do something wrong. We're like, no, you're not supposed to do that. Wham! Smack! Whatever it is, the belt. Shoo! Because now it teaches you to think twice every single time you make a decision. But since women are more of the caretakers and the nurturers, they're not good at demonstrating consequences to children. They're not good at teaching children that no, you can't just rely on your emotions when you do things. There's consequences for your actions, right? Like when you understand that there's consequences for your actions, the only way you can understand that there's consequences for your actions is to have consequences for your actions. And this is why fathers are important. Fathers will whip their children. Fathers will discipline their children so their children understand, hey, sometimes when I do certain things, I'm going to get punished for it. This is like, to me, in my opinion, I think it's actually really super important for everybody to understand. Like this is like so important. Like the reason why men are so important to the raising of a child and why single dads tend to perform better than single moms when it comes to raising children is because since men will discipline their children and make them pay for their actions when they do something they're not supposed to do, whether it be hitting them, disciplining them, yelling at them, demonstrating some sense of force. What happens is in the child's brain is that the child starts to develop their prefrontal cortex at a faster rate. This is theory to me, but I honestly believe it is true. The child starts to develop their prefrontal cortex at a faster rate. And your prefrontal cortex is actually what allows you to critically think. This is what allows you to develop complex thinking. You start to understand logic and reality. You start to see things very clearly. So the thing is, when dads discipline their children, they teach their children that, oh, if I don't think before my actions, if I just do whatever I feel like doing, bad things can happen. And it teaches you almost to weigh things now because understand as a kid, you start doing this. I even still remember when I was 4 years old, like when you start doing shit, I'd be like, oh, dad's gonna get mad. If I do this thing, dad's gonna get mad. See, the prefrontal cortex is developing. I start to think, I'm like, dad said I shouldn't do this. And when he said, don't do this, and I did it, he whooped me, he hit me, he whatever. So now, because I felt that pain, it forced me to start thinking about my behavior or it forced me to start thinking before I act, right? And naturally, if you're an individual who always thinks before he acts and you understand that there's consequences for your actions, you make better decisions. But okay, now we look at it from the female side of things. Well, women are nurturers. Women are the ones who take care of the children. They're not the ones who primarily discipline said children, right? So what ends up happening is when you have women just raising children, these children are overly emotional because they've never been disciplined. So they don't prioritize their prefrontal cortex. This front part of their brain is less developed because they have not been punished for being emotional. It's almost like it's just the way your brain works. Your brain just works off negative and positive reinforcement. If you've never been negatively reinforced for being overly emotional because you're being raised by just your mom who isn't really a disciplinarian and doesn't really discipline you, well, of course, you're going to make worse decisions when you're older because you prioritize however you feel instead of thinking things through. When you don't consider consequences, you just do whatever you feel like doing. And a prime example of this is the Black community, by the way. If you look at the Black community is a matriarchy, meaning it's just filled with a bunch of young boys that have been raised by single moms. Why do you think these niggas are running around shooting each other and killing each other in the street? Because they don't have a father that disciplines them. They don't have a father that teaches them that there's consequences to their actions. So they just do whatever they feel like doing. Oh, this nigga diss me, I'm gonna kill him. You see what I'm saying? Like that extreme escalation comes from the lack of the development of the prefrontal cortex that the dad is crucial for because he's the disciplinarian, as I just explained. So I hope this gave you better perspective and understanding why men are so integral to a household and the nuclear family or building a strong nuclear family because the dad is the disciplinarian who teaches everybody to start thinking about their decisions. And when you think about your decisions, you ultimately will make better decisions. So yeah. Okay.
We have no family. So the government has to come along and offer mental health care, disability
Yeah.
care, forced child support. The government has to do it because of feminism. So what I'm saying is if women don't want to get married to men anymore and they all want to listen to the fucking government, then the government can raise the motherfucking kids. Fine. Rob, you put 4 women in front of me, all different flavors. You give me Indian, Chinese, black, white, whatever. And you say you fuck them all and have a kid out of all of them and they'll all be raised on council estates around England. I'd say no problem. Why not? Why the fuck not? If they're real niggers, they'll survive.
If you don't feel guilty, that's your child.
He said they got my genes. It's enough. I'm a real ass nigga, so as long as they have my genes, we all good. It don't matter.
How would I feel guilty?
Because
How
that's
I was
your
raised.
child, it's your DNA.
Of course. And if the woman's nice to me and says, Andrew, I'm tired of living in Runcorn.
But
Can I come live in
kids
Dubai in a
shouldn't-
mansion? I'll say, of
Yeah.
course, my dear.
Then,
And then,
kids
but
have to
then,
take the
but
hit
then
of
if she
it.
annoys me, if she's like, oh, I'm here in Dubai and you left me by myself and you're with all these other women, who are all these whores on your boat?
Take
Then I'll
the
be like,
kid
bitch,
off
go
her.
back to Runcorn.
Take the kid off her.
No, I'm not gonna take the kid off her. She can keep the kid. Pay the
Yeah, but
money.
it's your DNA.
Yeah, of course. And my DNA is survivor DNA.
But if
Survivor
you've got
bias.
a proper
If
wife,
I
that
have
other
50
wife will take
kids,
that
at least
kid.
5 of them will be real niggas. I don't need the other 45 like the survival of the fittest out here. This is how it works. This is my
It's low-key true, but yeah.
this is how my brain works. But you're saying, I don't know why we're going to sit here and create the logic fail of pretending it is wrong for a government to raise the children when that was a man's job, when men have had all of their authority removed. You want us to have the responsibility of a woman, the responsibility of a family, the responsibility of children, the responsibilities with none of the authority. You can't tell a woman what to do.
Like, and isn't this, when you really think about it, isn't this crazy? Like, the expectation that men have to work ridiculously hard for a woman who's not even going to give a fuck about them, and it's going to potentially, or there's a high likelihood, statistically speaking, that she's going to take half your shit whenever she gets unhappy. Not like you're abusing her, not like you're whooping her or doing anything crazy. It's just like, if you're just not doing things the way she kind of wants you to do it, she can get unhappy and then divorce you and take half your shit, and including the children. So it's like, any smart man would quickly realize that, oh, this is not a good deal. Like, it makes no sense for me to work this hard and then I'm going to have to put up with this bullshit. I'm going to be forced to take care of someone who's not even going to listen to me. I'm just like, it just doesn't even really make sense. You just very simply put right there. Like, if I'm supposed to take care of something and the thing I'm supposed to be taking care of is not going to listen to me, why would I take care of this thing? It doesn't really make sense. It's slavery. It's legitimately slavery. That's literally what slavery is in a way. It's just, hey, you're forced to do this thing and you have no say or decision making in it. You just have to work. Like, you see what I'm saying? Come on now. And I'm saying this as a black man who was once a slave. I got slave DNA in me. Nah, my parents were from Nigeria. We were kings in Nigeria, bro. Come on now. Well, my dad's from Nigeria, my mom's from Cameroon. But
you can't tell her to be quiet.
Come on
you can't
now.
tell your kids off. You can't tell her not to suck dick. You can't tell her not to go out with her friends. If you do any of that, it's emotionally coercive behavior. That's a criminal charge in England. If you tell your own wife not to go to the pub and fuck, you're the criminal.
Oh, you're so controlling.
That's right.
Let me do stuff.
But I'm still responsible? No. Looks like the government has more power than me. So if you want to play this game and take all of my authority away as a man, you want to reduce me to nothing more than a tax slave. Well, then I'm going to play your game back at you. I have no authority, so I have no responsibility. I will look after children, and I will look after the women who give me absolute authority over their lives, who say, yes, sir, anything you say, sir, I trust what you believe in the world. I trust you're guiding us. I trust you to take care of us. Yes, sir. Those women are driving Bentleys currently, living.
And that's the only deal you should put up with in 2025 and beyond. Because anything other than that is just going to be a living hell for you. Like, the work that you're putting in right now and the work you're going to continue to put in right now is like, you're putting so much in. And for that reason, you should not want to accept any bad deals with women, especially. Because women in themselves, they're a bill, guys. Let's be real. They are a bill. You're going to have to pay to take care of them. And it's not going to be, it's like, you're going to pay to suffer if you get with a chick who's not willing to just listen to your authority. Absolutely. Not a little bit, not like 50% of the time. Absolutely. Always, all the time. And this is why you grind so hard to become important. So you can earn this, by the way. This is not for free. You have to earn this. Come on, fam. You have to earn all of this shit. This is not, you just get to have this shit for free. Okay. So now, once you earn this, if she's not willing to submit to your authority, it's not worth your time. It's comply or goodbye, really, at the end of the day. That's what it should be like. It makes your life way simpler. And you get to maintain your peace while you get to continue to grind. And then any girl who's willing to submit to your authority, sure, fine. Just as Andrew has said here, same thing. It's like, okay, cool, yeah, y'all can fuck with me, whatever. But if you're not with that shit, fuck off, bro. It's really not worth your time. It's not worth your time, energy. It's just not worth your mental sanity.
In mansions currently. And the women who say, I don't want to listen to you, I want to do what I want, are currently in council houses. And I have kids with all of them. And I don't give a fuck. Because this is my masculine imperative to
Fair deal.
impregnate. And when I die, no matter what you think of me, no matter what anyone thinks of me, no matter what anyone watches this, has a bad problem with me, whatever, I get to die with 100 children. I win. I had 100 kids. I was one of the most famous men on the planet, made hundreds of millions of dollars, spent a little time in jail, whatever. I win. Great life. Genghis Khan. There's men out there.
I mean, pretty fun. I mean, it's either win or die trying. I think that's the funnest way to live your life. Even if you don't even reach that level, it doesn't even matter. It's the pursuit that's the fun part. It's the hunt that's the fun part anyway. So, like, that's lit to me. Even just pursuing that. You don't even need to have that. It's not even about the outcomes of having that. It's about pursuing that in itself. I don't understand how anybody could be a man or claim they are a man and not want that. And not do whatever it takes to have that. And not be willing to die trying to have that. Like, I don't understand. Like, what else is there to do? Fucking sit around and do nothing? Like, I don't just, like, how is doing whatever it takes to pursue that not more fun than just sitting around and doing nothing? That's why I don't understand men who give up or doomers or black pillars or any of these retards. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, let's say you niggas are all right. All right, let's say you niggas are all right. You're right. Life is doomed, blah, blah, blah. Hoes don't want me. Okay, cool. Okay, you're right. But is that more fun for you? Is this fun? Is like thinking this way fun? And this is what I always say. So, all right, bro, I just gotta cook, man. Like, the need to cook. Okay. Every man is separated based off mentality, not reality. How you think and how you view the world will be how you live your life. If you view your life in a way of doom, if you view reality in a way of doom, oh, women aren't going to like me because I'm ugly. I'm not looks max and I don't look like this nigga or that nigga, so I'm not going to get any hoes or blah, blah, blah. I'm doomed. Okay. Well, if you think that way, sure, that's what's going to happen. Do you think you're going to be able to outwork a mentality that tells you something that is impossible? How you see the world and your beliefs about the world will determine who you become. Because you can't act on a belief that you don't have, understand? You can't, like, if you have a certain belief about the world, you view the world in a certain way. You can't outwork that belief. If you have that belief, it is what it is. You're cooked. Right? The lion is the king of the jungle because he only sees himself as the king and nothing else. Even though the lion is not the strongest, not the fastest, not the smartest, right? Doesn't have the sharpest claws or the strongest bite. Somehow the lion is still the king of the jungle. The lion isn't even in a fucking jungle. It's in the fucking savannah, which is even funnier. But somehow everybody recognizes the lion is the king of the jungle. Why? Because of the lion's mentality. He only ever sees himself as the king. It's almost like his brain is an AI. No matter what the situation, no matter what the circumstance, he only ever sees himself as the king, regardless. So you need to have the exact same mindset. You need to approach life the same way. Even if you have thoughts that tell you something should make you weaker, should make you less strong, less smart, less fast, you just don't act on those thoughts or beliefs. You only act on the thoughts and beliefs that make you stronger, faster, smarter, that make you the king, that make you the strongest, that tell you you can have everything that you want to have in life. And you will. Because like I said, your beliefs come before your action. So if you have beliefs that force you to be a winner, your actions will force you to be a winner. Hope that was good spit for y'all right there, man. I think that was pretty fire. Personally.
Who go, oh no, I've got my 2 kids, that's enough. That's your choice. To me, it sounds like failure, perma failure. And the only reason they're doing that is because their women wouldn't give them more, or they're afraid to have kids with another woman in case their woman finds out.
A lot of guys, like I speak to, the wife wants another kid, but they don't want it because they know they'd have to work longer hours. They know they'd have to do more work. Yeah, the wife wants another kid because she's like, fucking hell, what's going to happen in a few months? I'm going to have to go back to work. I don't want to go back to work. Hey, I'm going to pop out another kid. So a lot of the time, I think the women do want more kids and the dads don't, but it's because of the pressure. They know that that additional kid is going to mean in terms of income.
It's because they're gay.
They're not gay.
They're gay.
They are. Right? Because, I mean, if you're like, if she wants another kid, I mean, once again, as a man, you do what you want to do. But it's within our DNA to have as many kids as possible, to be real. To be real. You do not want just one or 2 fucking kids. This is also why white people are going extinct, by the way. Because these niggas are just not having children. While niggas out here, niggas meaning me, we'll go out here, we'll just fuck a ton of bitches and have like 8, 9 kids and get all them niggas on EBT, bro, food stamps, but they alive. They're in the United States. They're getting taken care of by your tax dollars, by the way, white men. They're getting taken care of by your tax dollars. You're literally getting replaced because you don't want to have more babies. You do not want to act on your masculine imperative. You don't want to make more money or work longer hours to have more children. So your race lasts forever. Like, y'all niggas doing this thing because niggas, we wake up, bro. We don't give a fuck. We'll fuck this bitch, that bitch, whatever. We'll have 3, 4, 5, 6 kids, more niggas running around, and y'all cooked. You have your 1, 2 babies, bro. You're getting outnumbered everywhere. It's so funny because when you see them like pictures of on like Twitter or X, and you see those pictures of like the one white kid and the entire classroom is just black people. Like, that's what's going down right now because white men don't want to work longer hours so they can have more kids. Hey, man, if you look, man, it's y'all race, bro. At the end of the day, y'all niggas going extinct. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop listening to your hoes, bro. You just need to be popping out their kids, bro. Even wilder for Bonnie to say. I don't know if Bonnie really said there is really true that these women are asking for more kids necessarily. I definitely think that's on the rarer side of things. That's definitely more of an exception. I think most guys want to have more kids, but their wife doesn't really want more, and they listen. So that's what I believe.
Bonnie, do you think Andrew Tate is guilty of the charges against him?
I don't know. What's the saying? Innocent till proven. No, yeah, innocent till proven guilty. Are you a rapist?
What do you really think? What do you think?
No, I think why would he? He gets pussy easy enough. Why go and cause drama for yourself?
Bonnie is the most based person. You know that you're probably one of the smartest women I've spoken to.
I'm quite smart. To say I'm a slut, I have a brain and I am smart only in what I do. For example, like if you ask me about sex work, media, or marketing, I've got an answer. You ask me about other shit, I don't know. I don't even know where. I thought we was on an island right now. We're not. But
which is actually pretty cold of her. Like, that's what I'm saying. I mean, self-aware hoes are always the best. I mean, what I've come to notice personally is that like honest people tend to just always be pretty smart. Like, people who tell the truth are always very smart people, right? And I think honest people also have a desire to know the truth of things too. Maybe I'm just yapping with this a little bit though, but at least I have this idea in my mind that people who love the truth and love being honest tend to always pursue the truth as well. It's almost like because you're an honest person who likes to tell the truth about yourself, you also like to pursue the truth in the world and realize when things are true or not, or what clearly is and isn't true. Obviously, fucking Tate isn't guilty of fucking anything. Like, nigga, like, if you use your brain for 3 seconds, if you're famous and rich and have a lot of money, why would you ever need to rape any girls or traffic any girls? Realistically, like, why would you need to do these things? Unless you're just inherently evil. And obviously, all the content that he makes is completely contradictory to any of those types of behaviors. You think niggas who are trafficking niggas want to be famous and want to be well known? Bruh, you think these niggas want to be known? They're underground for a reason. They don't want niggas to know them because they're going to find out what these niggas are doing. He clearly isn't guilty of any of the crimes that he's been accused of. Like, that's just fucking obvious. This nigga has no need to rape girls or even traffic girls at all. Why would he need to do any of these things? Like, I'm just thinking about the game for money. Like, he had his webcam business back in the past and he already made a lot of money from that. So now he's trafficking girls now? Like, come on now. Like, obviously it's not true. So, I mean, anyone with sense would quickly realize that the shit is not fucking true. Why would this nigga need to do that shit? Right? There's just too much speculation to even prove it. Even if it was true, it would be really hard it'd be hard to find out if it was actually true, to be honest. Because it's just like everything he does is so contradictory of him needing to do some shit like that. So it doesn't really make sense. But hey.
I think, why would someone like Andrew go and rape someone? He can get like unlimited pussy. Why cause a headache for yourself? Why go and pay a lawyer? Why give more money to the government? He could just...
Like, the only way is just if you're insane. Like, unless you're just a psycho, yeah. But like, anyway, you don't know who somebody really is till you meet them, is what I will say. But come on now. The need to do some shit like this wouldn't make sense. And even all the things that he says and does, and how he helps people, like people who are like that are not just crazily evil. People are able to speak. It's let me say, it's the people who don't speak the truth about anything upfront. It's the people who are unwilling to say the controversial things up front that are doing the worst things. Always. And I always love going back to the entertainment industry again. It's just like, this is why the entertainment industry has so many weird niggas. Diddy, for example. That's why it has so many weird niggas. Because these are niggas who are willing to do whatever it takes for money. Meaning they're willing to erode their morality and ethics for money. They're willing to do strange things for money. So people who are unwilling to be open about controversial things and talk about controversial topics tend to be the real weirdos. When you're high, because these niggas have something to hide. That's why I don't talk about the controversial stuff. If you're openly talking about controversial stuff and taboo topics, it means that you probably don't have anything to hide. Because you're already under fire for the stuff that you're saying, which he has been. So why would he turn around and be, I'm trafficking girls, even though he openly criticizes everyone? Especially women. So what would be the need for him to be? Anyway, it's just like, come on now. Let's get real.
Join my queue. I've seen him there multiple times.
We'll go. There'll be a shorter stream today just because the stupid fucking Rumble cut off, by the way. So we'll probably go for maybe 15. We'll go 15 more minutes because I want to dash again, man. We got to get that money up so we can keep investing back in the stream. So, or you just donate to the stream. You can do that too. That help you out. That help build that shit up too. But anyway.
All right, I was with you till then. Bonnie's based. Bonnie understands the world very well. I think that's why we kind of understand each other. She understands the world very well. Of course, I haven't raped anyone. What I did was not buy girls handbags who wanted handbags, and then they did what women do, which is cry rape.
They want attention and they want money.
Of course, they want attention and money. And everyone with a brain knows they want attention and money.
Did they cry rape, or was it the system that came for you first?
Well, this is the thing. When the system starts calling every single woman and promises them money, and you've slept.
Yeah, I think they even found out. I think I also mentioned this in the stream yesterday. Like, I think I saw on X that one of the girls, like, he actually legitimately found out that one of the girls got paid, like, I don't know, was it $10,000? It might have been way more than that. Maybe it was like $10,000, but it was a lot of money. She got paid to like lie on his name. So yeah, it could be the Matrix came after him. To be real, I mean, the Matrix obviously did come after him, but or the deep state or the whatever, the powers that be, the coin masters. I mean, come on.
With a bunch of them, they only need to find 1 or 2 out of the 1,000, and then there you go. And then they can raise criminal charges on you, which is what they did to me. Yep. They call 1,000 women, they find a couple who want money or fame, and they get them to make lies up about you so that the government can attack you. This is my point by and large. This is why, if anyone's confused about my opinions on anything, I want you to understand, men, now, we are such second-class citizens. We have no authority, we have no autonomy, we have nothing left inside of us because we have no capability to even defend ourselves against heinous allegations which are raised in retrospect of action. We're expected to pay all the taxes. We're expected to build the roads. We're expected to go to work every day. We're expected to die in a ditch if the country needs defending. We're expected to stay on the boat when the boat is sinking. We're expected to do all of these things, but it turns out the government and women can wreck us by and large. We are nothing but slaves and serfs to the matriarchy now. And because we live in this matriarchal system where men are absolutely abused, nobody gives a shit about our mental health. Nobody gives a shit about our physical health.
Well, I don't care about the mental health side of things because we can't afford to care about these things, right? And maybe this is controversial, but the point is, as men, when we like, a lot of this mental health stuff has also been correlated to the denigration of society and society getting worse, right? I know some of you niggas might be sitting there being like, oh, well, correlation isn't always causation. But the thing is, men becoming more emotional or men becoming more effeminate, men becoming less masculine is what causes the denigration of society. So it's like nobody cares about men's mental health. It's like, well, nobody really should care. It's like what we have to do is obvious. We have to become useful to the world. Okay. Understand, guys. Fulfillment as a man, and I kind of actually alluded to this earlier in the stream when I was talking about how, like, for men, our pursuit is not for fun. We don't live for fun. We don't live to be happy, right? We live for purpose. We live to fight and die behind something. That's when men are at their best. We're not at our best when we're sitting here thinking about our mental health, trying to figure out how to become happy. Women could do that because women don't have to die and fight for anything we do. We uphold everything. We are the building blocks of an enjoyable life. We're the ones who stand and take all the suffering and pain while everybody else is happy. The children and the women understand. And that's when we're actually at our best. But when we're doing this for people that support us while we're doing it, is when we're especially at our best, right? It's not so much that we need our mental health cared about. It's just that we need to be respected for the work that we put in, right? Right now, men who are hardworking and put in good work are being punished for that, which is obviously bad because any man who has sense is going to stop trying to do good things for people who are continuously punishing them for it, right? It's not that we need to be happy, it's that we need to be respected for the work we put in. If people love and support us while we put in hard work for them, nigga, we love that shit. We're not supposed to be fat, lazy, comfortable, and happy. Women are supposed to be doing that. Well, not the fat part, of course. They need to have babies and look skinny and look fucking good, but we're supposed to be doing the grinding. We're at our best when we're grinding and we're fighting for something bigger than ourselves for the betterment of others. But it's only at its best when we have people behind us who are also supporting us doing that, and we're rewarded for that. When we get to work hard and do all these good things, and then our women and children smile, we're at our best. That's great. We love that shit. But when we're working super hard, doing all these great things, and then we go home and our woman is nagging us and telling us, "Oh, you're not doing this enough, blah blah blah. I want half your shit, nigga. Why are we?" It's like, nigga, what am I working for? I might as well just be selfish now. But when all men are selfish, this is how society gets destroyed. Because men are at their best when they're working for a bigger purpose and they're working for others. We're at our worst when we're just working for ourselves, which is essentially the situation we're in right now because the government is basically saying, hey, you have to just be a slave. And we're like, I don't want to do that. So now I'm going to do whatever I want. And that's how we have the situation that we have now. So
we talk about is breast cancer. That's not even the top 10 cancers, I believe. I think prostate cancer's 10 times the amount. Nobody gives a fuck if men die. Nobody gives a fuck if we kill ourselves. Nobody cares if we do worse in school. Nobody cares most of us go to jail. They don't care about any of it. So we are slaves. So what I do as a slave is say, well, if I'm a slave here in this system, then I don't see why I need to be responsible enough to worry about paying for this kid, for example. If you're going to treat me like a fucking bitch and the government's going to come along like Big Daddy, is going to poison my woman's mind so she doesn't listen to me, is going to rape me in a divorce court, is going to throw me in jail based on false allegations, then how about you pay for the fucking children? Fuck you. That's my
makes sense.
What do you think about that? Do you think like men are the lowest in society now?
I think men, if they speak out, they literally don't have a word against women nowadays, especially if with rape, there is a lot of men that get away with it, and that's terrible. But there's a lot of girls that just haven't got the right way, and the next day they cry rape. And I'm not saying that's all women. Rape does happen. It happens regardless. But like blaming Andrew for that, it's just girls that want attention. Those girls come forward like, oh my God, I'm the girl that Andrew Tate raped. Their Instagram will shoot through the roof. They'll get paid. They'll probably get some sort of clothing brand deal because it's, oh my God, it's women empowerment. Look, you spoke out against someone that's, so hate.
Like, it's literally the easiest come up. Right. And what you'll notice is that women's come ups are always at the detriment of men a lot of the times. Almost like all times. You look at all the richest women in the world. How did they make all their money? They divorced their husband. You look at women who suddenly become very famous out of nowhere. Not always all the time. I'm not going to say it like all the time, but like this is an example. If you want to make some really fast money as a woman and you've been with a very rich guy or influential guy and you've slept with him, just say he raped you. And then boom, you get and there's no consequences, by the way. If they find out that you were wrong or the evidence was insufficient, you don't suffer for it at all. It's just, you were wrong. And they're like, damn, okay. Whereas for us, the allegation destroys our reputation. Brand deals gone, sponsorships gone. Everyone's slandering you in the media, blah, 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 blah. Everybody says you're this, you're that, you're whatever. Cooked. All this for her to just be wrong. That's so fucked, bro.
They'll be credited, even though their stories are fake. They're the ones that will get praised.
100%. Bonnie is smart.
But you blame feminism on it.
Well, I blame a society in which women have been told that they can do and have anything they want all of the time. And we live in this unrealistic
feminism
subsect of events. The world we now live in is completely unrealistic on basically every
That's
level.
how Bonnie is living, isn't it?
Well, no, I think Bonnie is actually taking.
I'm not crying rape. I'm not
She's
saying
not crying rape.
people are taking advantage of me. I'm there saying, look, I'm a slut, I'm a whore, my holes are open. Come do it. But then when women say I'm taking them back,
she a real nigga of women. I'll be honest, like that's what she is, and I have a lot of respect for that shit though. That's clean. We like when niggas are just honest. I'm like, over here, bro, we fuck with honesty. I like real, like when niggas are just real and they're like, this is what it is. Take it or leave it. This is who I am. This is what I do. Lots of fun. The best people you will ever be around. I promise you, the best people you will ever be around is extremely honest people. Because why? They have nothing to hide. And they usually don't want to take anything from you. People who are sly, want to take things from you will never be honest with you. Right? But people who actually are givers and like to give to others openly and aggressively will always be real with you. They'll always be like, this is what I do, this is what this is about, this is how I'm gonna move, this is how I'm gonna move. They tell you everything up front. They're super strong communicators. They're like, hey, this is what I am. As Bonnie says, like, I'm not gonna cry any of that nonsense. This is what I do. I'm a hoe and y'all do what you want to do to me, and that's it. I'm cool. Everybody wins in this situation.
like, I'll give you the stats that I'm actually reducing rape
but
rates.
Rob, this is important. Because Bonnie is the only person who is honest. Saying, I'm a whore, fuck me, and I'll make money from it is far more honest than saying, oh, I love you so much, I'll be your girlfriend. Oh, can you buy me this handbag? Oh, you won't buy me the handbag, rape. Or, I love you so much, let's get married. Oh, I'm unhappy in this marriage, give me half your stuff. She's the most honest woman of all.
This is why, because I even just said about honest people. I'm even saying like controversial people. People who say things that make you uncomfortable are the best people you will ever be around. Like people who are willing to say that wild thing or like the masses don't like a particular thing, these are the best people. Because they're showing you who they are up front. Whereas as Tate is describing here, a lot of girls, and this is also not even just girl exclusive, a lot of dudes do this. A lot of dudes are saying, I'm never on that, I don't move like that. Or a lot of women be like, oh no, I just love you for you. Can you get me this and that? Like they all got ulterior motives. When people are, this is why I don't like people who are too nice, if that makes sense. Like people who or almost act like a goody two shoes because you hide some shit, my nigga. You're telling me you lived all this time on this planet and you ain't got one controversial take? You ain't got one thing that would kind of jar people a little bit if you said that shit out loud? You ain't got nothing? Come on now. Like, nigga, what are you hiding?
This is exactly what men should be hoping for to meet a woman this honest. Because most women.
I'm not going to hide my past. I'm not going to say, you know what, I'm really innocent. I'll say, you know what, I fucked 1,057 men. Yes, I want to get to a body goal of 10,000. But I am honest. I'm not hiding it. My phone hasn't got a password. Like I am just so open and transparent.
You want to get to a body count of 10,000 men?
Yeah.
Would you rather meet Bonnie,
That's fucking
who tells you
wild,
all of this, or a woman who goes, oh, really? No, I haven't really done much, when she's done everything and she's been a total fucking whore and she's lying to you. And then you marry her believing she's a good girl. And then she takes you to the divorce court and completely wrecks you. You know what? Men say, oh, my woman's not a gold digger. Go to divorce court. Don't talk about gold diggers. Go to divorce court and you will soon learn that every single female on the planet wants your money.
Yeah.
All. I've never seen anybody go to divorce court and say, she's not after my money, funnily enough.
And that's how we are. We're animals at the end of the day, bro. Women want resources, men want pussy. That's it. Like it's unfortunate how complicated monologue again. It's unfortunate how complicated we try to make gender dynamics. It's really unfortunate. Women want resources, men want sex. It's very simple. Regardless of whatever way you want to spin it, people add all this romance, so you gotta love you for you, blah blah. Nigga, at the end of the day, bruh, she wants resources from you and you want sex. That's what it is. That's all gender dynamics boils down to. You want to get as much sex as possible. She wants to get as much resources and protection as possible. It all always breaks down to that. And as he was just about to say right here, you might think to yourself, oh my God, she loves me for me, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But you hop in that divorce court and all of a sudden it's about your bread. So what does this like really tell you? No, it's about your bread. It's about the kids. It's about the house. It's like, so where was all of that? Oh no, I fuck with you for you and blah, 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 blah. Where was all of that? Where's all of that when your life is getting signed away in the courts to a woman? You know what I'm saying? Where is all of that? It's gone. because that's never what the play has been. That's not what the gender dynamics are. It's always been about the provisioning and the protection. Just like for you, it's always been about the sex and the children, or the sex and then having your lineage and having your genetics passed on. It's always what it's been about. And when you accept this reality, bro, when you accept that this is what it is, it makes your life way easier because now you're not second guessing anything because you know everything breaks down to that. And if you understand everything breaks down to that, you emphasize your importance on being the best protector and provisioner you can be. Not just to a woman who doesn't give a fuck about you, of course. I'm not saying like, nah. I'm just saying that that's what matters, though, more than anything. Everything else is just after the fact fluffed. But if this part is gone, or you're not protecting the way she wants you, you're not staying strong, fit, focused, and masculine, and your money's starting to drop, bro, it doesn't matter how good everything else was cooked. Just keep this in mind when you just think about gender dynamics between both the sexes, because that's just what it breaks down to. And as long as you get this in mind, you can always have good relationships because you understand what it is. You're not living in a fairy tale or outside of reality where you're expecting some ideal that doesn't really fucking exist. So, in fact, that'd actually be a great place to stop. That last monologue right there would be a great place to stop. I would have went longer. It's just a fucking Rumble studio not fucking working. So I'll make sure definitely next stream to ensure that that bullshit doesn't happen again. Or I'm going to start learning about YouTube streaming to ensure, like, okay, let's say the Rumble fucking stream doesn't fucking work. Then I can always make sure to go to YouTube, and then you niggas could just watch on YouTube too, because come on, we got to be adaptable as possible. That's how you always win in your life. So real quick, gonna shout out all the socials like we've been pretty much been doing. So let me pull up. I pull up. I'm gonna shout out all the socials right now, right here, right now. But X, I'm gonna get IG. And if YouTube occurs, drop the YouTube video. Actually, I'm actually gonna start dropping some of these monologues on YouTube just because I think it'd be of great value to niggas. You know what I'm saying? To see these on YouTube or see some of these monologues so we can build the fam. More niggas can see this shit, get smarter, fitter, more educated, cook harder. You know what I'm saying? Just all around be better, man. So we can enjoy our lives and actually have fucking fun. Because at the end of the day, we all want to be entertained, whether it's by our own abilities or by the abilities of others. And I would rather you guys become the chaos rather than react to the chaos, of course. All right, so let me stop this. Go to YouTube. Hold on, y'all. And shout that motherfucker out. All right. Okay, good. Oh, this is live from Rumble Studio 322. Okay. Hold on. So we got the YouTube right here. Definitely check this out. Ali Arugandade. Simple. Type that shit in. Follow that shit. Literally been dropping a video every single day so far. Oh, this was actually one of the clips that I posted from yesterday's stream. That was yesterday, right? Yesterday's stream. So definitely check that out too. This was about, oh yeah, this is why men should be insecure. This was actually saucy. I fucked with that shit. I be rewatching my own shit to remind myself. I'm like, damn, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gotta stay cooking. So this is a good one about friends. This is the importance of training or understanding that everything can be trained and everything worth having in life must be trained. This is a really good video on masculinity, bro. I really fuck with this shit. I think y'all would benefit a lot from that. And this is also about patience. I also post shorts on here too. But yeah, so definitely go check out the YouTube for sure. All right, bro. Let's do X too. X. Okay, we got 58 watching on X actually right now. So I appreciate y'all for coming to the stream. You know, we're doing this every single day at 6 p.m. Eastern time. You know, just cultural commentary, social commentary, talking about winning in life, ambition. I'm trying to build the fam army. So if you niggas on X, follow me on X too. I'm gonna be going crazier on there as well. So I'll make sure I actually share it. So boom, this the X going on right now. Only got 2 followers right now, but that shit gonna explode soon enough because I just cook too hard. And of course I'm gonna like my own stream, bro. You gotta be your number one supporter. Like that's just like always gonna be that. You gotta look at your shit and be like, damn, I'm fucking tough, and like your own shit, bro. Because like you think other niggas are gonna believe in you and follow you if you don't believe and follow yourself? Like that's just fucking stupid, bro. You got to be like, I'm the realest nigga of all time, and it'll force other niggas to believe it. Obviously, your actions will determine that, but y'all get the point. But y'all niggas follow me on X. Definitely follow up. You know what I'm saying? Join the fam, enjoy the vibes, enjoy the content. I'm gonna make sure to be going crazier on X, bro, because X is just too lit. X is absolute theater. Social media in general is just theater. It's just about fucking around and educating niggas at the end of the day. So like, yep, go definitely check out the X. Alrighty, so then we'll do Instagram now too. Shout out to IG. Instagram. This is what we got on Instagram. This is what we get in real life. So this is what we get on Instagram. Definitely check out the Instagram, just short form content, some perspective stuff like thread type X stuff. I also put these threads on my X too as well. And then just short form, like quick success habits, how to stop procrastinating, how to trust yourself. Like these, learning all these important abilities that help you become more successful, of course. And also just fun skits that I made. I actually recently just made these too. So definitely go check that shit out. And then, for the hoes, you know how we do it. It's like now. And then, yeah, other flicks too. So definitely go check out the IG. Be posting a lot on there as well. Just support the fam everywhere you can, man. Just support your boy. We're trying to blow up and become rich and be famous and just cook these lame niggas out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do it. You know how I do it. You know how we're going to do it. It's all going to be clean. Oh, yeah. Last but not least, got to shout out the lamest app that I actually heard might get banned. I actually heard recently that apparently TikTok might be getting banned again. But niggas say this shit like every 2 weeks. And they only banned it last time just because Jews were getting fucking mad that everybody was like sympathizing with Palestine, as they fucking should, because Jews are like, Israel's fucking bombing the shit out of them niggas. So yeah. Oh, we'll also get into some political stuff probably after we get through the Tate interview. Then we're going to go on to just more political stuff. I think Fuentes did an interview with Candace, so we'll probably review that too. We'll react to a few stuff before I do more in-depth other things as well. So, but first, last but not least, let me just shout out to TikTok real quick. Oh, bada bing. Yup, followed the TikTok. Recently started about 2-3 weeks ago. I cross posted with like Instagram stuff. So like a lot of stuff you see on my Instagram, you see on my TikTok as well. But just to follow your boy everywhere. Like I said, you gotta support the fam everywhere because we're the fam, guys. It's the fam. So you gotta support niggas everywhere. Come on now. Let's be real. So yeah, so check that out. Check out the TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, whatever you do. Like it all up, follow it all up. We're gonna keep growing the fam. It's gonna be great. And yeah, so we'll be back at it again. Oh my God. Bro, I was in Prezi mode. I was in solo mode. So y'all just hearing me talking and then okay. So we're gonna do this one more time because y'all gotta see it, what I'm seeing. You guys be able to see what I'm seeing. Okay, so Prezi mode, share. But we'll go faster this time since I fucked up. Because I don't want to bore y'all with that. So Prezi mode this time. Okay, yup, boom. So definitely go check out the YouTube. As I said, posted a few videos over the past few days that are all clean. These are all clean, bro. Just go check them all out. Whatever, at least whichever one you see that like, ooh, I actually do need a trainer. Ooh, my masculinity actually in as cold as it need to be. Ooh, I'm pretty impatient actually. Or why should I be insecure? How does that help me? Or who are the homies that I should be cutting off? Whatever it is, definitely go check all that shit out, bro. I'm telling you, that shit can help you out, support the fam for sure. Okay. Let's go to X now this time. Again. Still got 58 watching on X, bro. I appreciate y'all, boys. Make sure to follow up on the X, bro. Just liveception. Watching myself on X, looking at my X, but definitely check out the X. Follow up on the X. Join the fam. Enjoy the vibes. I post also my short form content on here, also with my other tweets. Going to be going crazy on here. Going to be growing the fam on here for sure. So definitely go follow that up and watch the rise to fame and power and awesomeness, bro. Okay. Stop there. And now we'll hit what the fuck? I almost pulled out the tab. Okay, boom. Boom. So now the Instagram, boys. Follow the Instagram, short form, my thread type content here, or my X type content here that I post across both. And then also my little short form skits just for the little bit of entertainment on the side. You need a little bit of education and entertainment at the same time, of course. So also like quick success tips as well. Definitely follow that up. Check that out. Love the fam everywhere, bro. I also post most on here. I just hit 2,000 posts. So like, yeah, we're going to keep cooking, keep getting better, of course. Okay. Last but not least, the app that may or may not be getting banned, which they do all the fucking time, the TikTok. Follow the TikTok. Like I said, I cross-posted with Instagram and I cross-posted from TikTok and Instagram. So you'll be seeing both my Instagram content and my TikTok content through Instagram. So like, it's almost like if you follow both, you're going to be able to see both too. But I don't post the thread content on here because TikTok gets so mad with just like words from like almost like tweet type stuff, like TikTok, it always takes down those types of videos. I don't know why, but it just does. But like, just follow the boy here, follow me everywhere, follow the fam, build the fam, whatever you got to do, whatever works best for you. We're gonna build this shit up. So yeah, man. So that's the stream for today. I'll catch y'all back again at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Again tomorrow. We're just gonna keep streaming today, 1 hour a day. As I get more efficient with everything, though, I'm gonna start making the streams longer. They're only shorter right now just because, like, I want to get used to everything. I want to get into a flow state of doing it. So then I can start to increase the length of the streams as I make everything else that I'm posting and doing a lot more efficient. But for now, like, yeah, we're going to keep hitting on an hour, keep trudging forward. And yeah, we're just going to keep building the fam. So I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Peace the actual fuck